The Benito Villamarín hosted a big six-pointer between Real Betis and Villarreal in Matchday 31 of La Liga EA Sports. Jose Perez was returning to his former club. Isco was in the starting 11 for Real Betis. It was a Real Betis side who got off to the best possible start. It was Jeremy Pino's slice clearance that fell very sweetly indeed for Aitor Ruibal to score his first goal of La Liga. 24-25, and after just 2 minutes, Real Betis were ahead. The perfect start for Manuel Pellegrini's side as he faced his former team. A Real Betis side going great guns in Europe in the Conference League and heading into this one 7 games unbeaten domestically. Now Marcelino will not be happy with Jeremy's clearance from that. Rory Ball still had a lot to do, and he beat Luis Junior down low. And Betis were flying. Villarreal, though, picked themselves up and were a threat from set pieces. Dani Parejo, with his expert delivery, was causing all kinds of mayhem here. It was Betis struggling to get the ball clear. And always a threat on the counter-attack. But Villarreal showed personality after a terrible start. As the yellow cards also started to fly. It was the captain, Juan Foyth. That was in the referee's notebook after just 8 minutes. And Isco was catching the eye early too. And number 22 strutting his stuff there with the roulette. And the youngster Jesus Rodriguez was also very effective indeed in the first period. Yeah, Luis Junior down in his near post, deflected shot from Jesus Rodriguez. Isco took the corner, and here Diego Llorente was on hand with a header. The chances though were all going Betis' way. And again, it was the set piece that would bring Villarreal back into the game. It was Parejo's corner, Foyth with the cross, the ball eventually ricocheting around into the path of Tierno Barry, his 13th of the season, after 25 minutes, made it 1-1. The French forward getting lucky with a bit of a deflection of Diego Llorente. And the archer had another strike to his name. Foyth with a clever chest down. Comesaña's back heel eventually falling into the path of the Villarreal striker. Slice of luck in all of that for Villarreal, but cleanly swept away by Tierno Barry. So that was 1-1 after 25 minutes, and it was game on. Again, Betis looked for the inspiration of Isco, and here he found a delicious ball for Anthony, and he looked up, found no one in the middle, so went for goal. With Junior saved, there was another chance for Real Betis. Got thumbs up from the manager. Anthony involved all game. Most of Betis' attacking options came through the Brazilian winger. Here, Rory Ball were putting on the head of Cucho Hernandez. And he was unable to keep the ball down. Isco and Anthony linking again. Here's Anthony's cross. Punch clear by the goalkeeper. Another slice clearance. This time it was Comesaña, and Isco tried acrobatics, and it wasn't too far away. Isco enjoying himself. Villarreal, though, would have chances of their own. It was Femenier's cross, and Ayonce Perez almost putting his side 2-1 up on the stroke of half-time. It was a decent effort as he got there in front of Marc Bartra, agonisingly wide of Adrian's post. Villarreal continue to break through the lines. Ayonce here would come through as Llorente went down injured, and Ayonce had options but went for goal, and his shot was smothered. But it was bad news for the Betis central defender, so key in Pellegrini's side this season, as he tumbled there and pulled a hamstring, and he ended up being stretchered off and replaced by Nathan on the stroke of half-time. We moved into the second half, and Villarreal started on fire. Here was Parejo having a look up, spotting a run from Ayonce Perez. He brought it down deliciously, put it through the legs of Adrian. He wouldn't celebrate against his former club. 2 minutes into the second period, and Villarreal had come from behind to go 2-1 up. Brilliant ball from Parejo. Quarterback pass. Clinical football from the men in yellow. Well, Parejo's assist was brilliant, as was his delivery in the corner that led to the first goal for his side. And Villarreal were not done there. Tino Barry played in Jeremy, and the ball came out for Parejo, and he almost capped off a fine performance with a goal. Stinging the post. So Betis were aiming to get themselves back in the game. Again, it was Anthony through to Cucho. His first touch let him down, and in the end it was a tame effort for a good chance. It was 3 against 3 for a moment. It was Isco again. Isco-Anthony connection. Anthony going for goal, dragging the ball well wide. Tino Barry with a real moment of class here. Out to Ayonce Perez, saw the run from Pedraza. Pedraza cut inside, went for goal, and it was a good block by Nathan. Lo Celso then was brought on after an hour in what was a double change, with Bakambu also replacing Cucho Hernandez. Jesus Rodriguez making way for the Argentinian. And this was Bakambu's first chance. Latching onto a cross from Isco. And then one of the big talking points of the game, a penalty given for a foul on Lo Celso. Logan Costa judged to have fouled the Argentinian midfielder. The referee, Pulido Santana, given the penalty, and then he was called to have a look by De Burgos Bengochea, video assistant referee, and Marcelino saw the penalty cancelled. Villarreal then looked to put the game to bed. It was Cardona's cross. Well, up at the other end, Roybal created danger with Isco. Lo Celso went through. Benito Villamarin crying out for another penalty. The referee judged that the ball had been won by Logan Costa. Good call too. More changes for Manuel Pellegrini. It was Carvalho and Altimira coming on. And this was delicious football. Isco meeting a brilliant assist, a potential assist from Lo Celso. Two players of real quality in the Betis side combining. And the Benito Villamarin was thinking, how could Isco miss that? One-on-one, with Junior coming out to meet him. The shot was dragged agonisingly wide. The final period of the game was Betis desperately searching for an equaliser. Here it was Anthony on the sprint and going down. Cardona judged to have cleanly taken away the ball. And now Sola came on to make his top-flight debut. On for Jose Perez, who went off injured after 78 minutes. As Betis went all-out attack, and Villarreal played a 4-5-1 for the final 15 minutes or so. This was a decent chance for Perrault, full-back, heading over the crossbar. From again, an Isco cross. But it was Villarreal who hung on for 3 huge points in their Champions League quest. Final score, Real Betis 1, Villarreal 2.